I turned off news altogether.
I hate to say it, but I don't trust much of anything.
It's the rage bait.
It feels like it's trying to divide people.
If we got clear facts, maybe we could calm down a little.
NBC News brings you clear reporting. Let's meet at the facts. Let's move forward from there. NBC News, reporting for America.
Hello, welcome to Unequal Sequel.
Extra
Indeed. Indeed. I don't know why it's indeed, but yes, welcome everyone. Welcome to Unequal Sequel. We are the podcast that discuss and reviews and talks all the greatness of sequels, it seems.
And sometimes the not greatness of sequels, right?
Most of the time, of not greatness to sequels, to be honest, at this point in our lives. But we don't let us get it down, or get you down, or get my words muddled up. I apologise. My name is Dave. His name is Rich.
Hello.
And together, we are Unequal Sequel.
Yes, we are.
Very different sizes of people.
Indeed.
People are kind of surprised that, because we put that picture up the other day of me and you, and they're like, oh no, you weren't messing around when you said you're different heights. You really are.
No, we really are.
We really are. Right. Today we are doing a sequel. What we were meant to do last week a little bit, or the week before. I can't even remember anymore. My mind is an absolute
It was supposed to
mess.
be... No, what was it last week?
No, we did Roundup last week.
Okay, so yeah, 2 weeks ago then. So yeah, we were supposed to do 2 weeks ago.
We did Old God 2. That's what we did.
We did.
I remember now. We are going to discuss Black Phone 2. Not the Black Phone 2, because they've dropped the for the sequel.
Don't know why.
I don't know why at all.
It's a Fast and Furious thing. They're going to change it up every one.
What will the next one be? Very Black Phone?
Who knows? Phone? The blackest phone.
Who knows?
The biggest, blackest phone.
That sounds almost erotic when you said it like that. Which is a bit wrong, isn't it?
That was where I was heading.
Well, that's nice. This is a sequel to The Black Phone that came out in 2021. Obviously, The Black Phone came out in 2022. The first one stars Ethan Hawke.
Hang on, what came out in 2022?
2021. Like I said, my mind is a bit of a mess right now, Rich. So during this episode, just hang on tight.
Yeah, The Black Phone 2 definitely came out in 2025.
We watched it like yesterday or the day before.
We watched this 2 days ago.
So going back to 2021. That was directed by Scott Derrickson. It was based on a short story of Joe Hill, who is the son of Stephen King.
Yes.
It stars Mason Thames, Ethan Hawke, and Madeline McGraw.
We would say Mason Thames. I think they call him Mason Thames, don't they?
Oh.
Mason Thames. Something like that. Anyway, Americans,
I feel bad
right?
now.
You don't care?
No. I don't. He's never going to listen to this episode. I'd be surprised if he ever listens to this episode.
He's in 3 big movies this year, right?
I had a fact about that, but I'll tell you now.
Okay.
At 18, Mason Thames becomes the first actor since Jim Carrey in 1994 to star in 3 films that hit number 1 at the domestic box office in the same year.
What?
So he did the How to Train Your Dragon, live action, whatever we're calling it.
Yeah.
Then he did this, Black Phone 2, and then he's also in a film called Regretting You, which is young adult love story kind of film.
Oh, that'd be why I've not heard of that one, because that's...
My wife has, and she's reading the book before she wants to see the film, and we booked in to see the film the other day because she wants to see it, but she hadn't finished the book in time, so I don't have to see it yet. But it seems that is coming down the line at some point, and I'm sure it's going to be great. As you know. I love
that was so
like that.
convincing, dude. Not at all.
I'm trying to convince myself So that came out in 2021. It was a bit of a sleeper hit. It's produced by Blumhouse. It did better than I think most people thought. It also, we're going to have to spoil that film. So if you haven't seen Black Phone, you're going to want to stop listening now because we have to discuss the sequel. It also has a closed ending, basically. The big bad guy dies. Ethan Hawke's grabber or the grabber, basically. And you think, oh, that's a one and done kind of movie. I'd be surprised if anyone who were making that film thought it wasn't going to be a one and done kind of movie. But as soon as a film starts making cash and profits, studios and people start getting very interesting. Oh, yeah.
It made I saw this the other day, 18 million budget and 160 million gross, I think.
164 or something like that. Wow. So once that starts happening, people start rearing their heads.
And Blumhouse love that, don't they? They're all about that.
Yeah, they're all about maintaining a profit. And
small budgets, big returns. But I think, from what I remember, they've struggled a bit this year.
Well, we've reviewed their big release, their big hope this year, which was Megan 2.0, and that did not do well. That was a bit of a bomb, wasn't it? It only made 39 million overall, and the first one made much, much more than that. Yeah. So they're licking their wounds a little bit. So I think they kind of need a little bit of a hit.
And like you say, this one was number one at the box office, so maybe this is the...
Yeah, I think it's done all right. Me and Rich have the same kind of a life experience of this movie. We hadn't seen it until we had to watch it. I think you might have done it the way I did it, which was literally we watched it and then we went and watched the sequel.
Yep.
As in it was on Channel 4 on demand. Mm-hmm. And it's about Mason Thames, who's I think 14 in that movie, and he gets grabbed by the grabber. There has been a history of children going missing around this community, and then he escapes with the help of mysterious dead children voices coming from a black phone that are in the basement of this guy's...
And his weirdly psychic sister.
Working
out where he is, from her dreams.
And you know what? Not a bad film. Put together nicely. I actually quite enjoyed that one.
I hated every second of watching it, but it's a good film, if that makes sense. I don't like...
Yes, we were about to say, it's Richard's big hate.
I don't like that stuff at all.
Rich doesn't like movies. One of his big offputs in seeing films is kids in peril. Yeah. And especially this much in peril.
Especially this much. And it's sort of like, it's never kind of explicitly said, but it's kind of hinted at that the grabber is potentially a bit of a paedophile. Yeah. He's certainly a child murderer and takes pleasure in hurting children. And it just makes me feel horrible. And I don't like it.
We had a big discussion before the movie about what rating, because we didn't look what the first one and second one was. And the first one was a 15 and the second one was an 18. And that first one has basically got no murders in it. There's no real huge bits of violence. There's some bloody kids, but they're all in ghost form.
They're ghost kids that have marks on them, but you don't see any children actually
real
harmed.
Violence. Yeah. It's all mental in your head, psychological kind of horror. And they do it really well. The slow build up in that film, I think, is really good. I think the acting's really good in that. I think everyone plays solid parts. Now, that gets us onto Black Phone 2. So, Rich, if you want to do the synopsis of that, and then we can dive into that.
Okay, so this is a few years later. I think Finn is 17 or 18. He's still in high school, so he must be 17, I'm guessing. And
it's 4 years after.
4 years after. Okay, so he must have been 13 in that first one, I'm guessing then, because he's not left. He's still in high school.
That's true.
But yeah, he's struggling with a bit of PTSD and coping with his what's happened to him. And Gwen is still having strange dreams, and she starts having dreams of a black phone in some snow. And when she answers the black phone, she talks to her mum. She talks to her mum in her dream first, right? Like that's how that happens. who basically says they need sort of gives them a hint to head to this camp, like a not a summer camp, is it? It's a winter camp.
The name of it is called Alpine
Lake.
Yeah, it sounds wintry.
Lake. And it's very snowy. And they go off with Gwen's boyfriend, Ernesto, who is the son of one of the murdered boys in the first movie. Not the son, sorry, the brother of one of the murdered boys in the first movie. They go off to this camp and they're snowed in and there's no one else there, apart from like a couple of people that live there who run the camp, essentially, a guy and his daughter. And yeah, that's kind of how it all goes off. And it turns out that the grabber is dead, but is now some sort of spirit. And I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm going to explain the rest later.
Yeah. The sister, what's the sister's name again?
Gwen.
Gwen. Her dreams intensify and things get a little bit more mental and more crazy shit starts happening, and they start putting things together about the grabber's past, which you can either decide is good or bad. At this point, well, it always comes to the next question of mine is, Rich, did you enjoy it?
No. Not even a little bit.
No. We had a big discussion before this movie. We're like, we don't know what this movie's going to be because the grabber dies at the end.
I thought the first one was a decent movie.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was well made. It wasn't for me. I didn't enjoy it, but objectively, it's a decently put together horror movie. I can see why people liked it. It had that mystery element. You know, it was kind of clever in a way, whilst also being quite generic. Whereas this one, we were in a cinema essentially surrounded by teenagers as well, which was annoying in itself.
Oh god!
So before it even started, I was slightly annoyed. Yeah,
just stay off your kids. Stay off your phones.
Kids, if you're in a cinema, put your fucking phone away. Like, you can live without your phone for 5 fucking minutes. All right.
I saw one turn the brightness up, like 4 rows in front of us, like in front of everyone, and they came in like 15 minutes late. So no wonder they're confused.
Yeah.
Anyway, fucking teenagers with their phones. Keep going.
Yeah, and it started off, and I thought, oh, actually, this might be interesting. Like, I thought it was going to go in a kind of, you said the Halloween Kills kind of way. And I thought, you know, that might be an interesting way to go. It was sort of dealing with, for the first few minutes, it touches on Finn and his PTSD and that kind of stuff. And I think that is kind of interesting. And then after about 5 minutes, that all goes away. And it turns into a bad Nightmare on Elm Street.
There's not an original idea in here. It felt we're concocting a movie done with Nightmare on Elm Street where the grabber has come like a Freddy Krueger kind of figure, and then we've also got like Inception, dreams within dreams for most of this movie, and then also horror tones like and the look of The Shining for most of it, like when the camp. Yeah, not a huge fan of this one, Rich. Sadly for me either. It was I don't know what the technical word is, but I think they overcooked it. Like
yeah,
it was just I don't think it's needed. I think they shot themselves in the foot when they killed the bad guy at the first one, and they realised that the grabber and that the mask and stuff is such a strong thing.
It's all very convoluted, and it's all very convenient. Like I'd say that's what happened. Everything happens like by or sort of by accident. We're like, oh, like that thing means that thing. Oh, yeah. Like I don't know. The exposition is wonky.
Yes.
Like there are parts where like you're like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like there's somebody explaining that there's a photo and that someone gets a photo off the wall and they're like, oh, look, there's me and there's your mum. Yeah. And then Finn's looking at it, it's like, oh, that's the grabber. And you're like, of course it fucking is.
My eyes could not have rolled, but my eyes could not have rolled so much back in my head at that point. I'm like, of course they're all together.
Having to link everything up was just really annoying.
They might as well just came out and said they're all Skywalkers at that point.
Yeah, that's it.
I wouldn't have been surprised if that's something they started to do. It was,
yeah.
I think I'm a little bit disappointed with it. You know, it's in places it's not badly made, and there's some scarier tropes in it. They've definitely upped the violence and upped the horror in a more graphic
I really
sense.
didn't like that at all.
Uncalled for.
There's a little boy called Felix. Like, the character's called Felix. I don't know who the actor is, but he's little. Like, he's not old at all. He must be like 8. And there is a scene where he is literally ripped apart. And it's horrible. It's really horrible. I just, I don't like it.
No, I think that's what was good about the first one. Is like it's all kind of in your head, and then the need to show the audience that kind of violence. And I don't know if it was there like we want to make this an 18 and more horror. I don't know, but I didn't enjoy it either. You know, I'm not as down on it as you. Because, you know, but there's less slapstick horror to kids. And I'm going to use an example of when the little boy dies at the end of the first Final Destination end line. Yeah. Which is kind of funny. But this is just not. And we already know the grabber is a bad guy. We already, you know, we don't have to be told how more evil he is or be shown that kind of thing. We really didn't need any of that. And then this stuff starts happening. You're like, oh,
this is a lot more gory. Like there's a lot more blood and gore in this than there has been in any of the other. But a lot less kind of like humor.
Oh yeah,
like the
it's a lot less silly.
Kind of.
Oh, sorry, it is more silly in a way.
Oh well, it's stupid, but I would say the first one, the grabber is almost kind of camp. Like,
yes,
I don't know if that's,
which is creepy.
Which is creepy, but not in this one. Like that's all gone. Like it's not like Freddy Krueger who cracking jokes and being funny. Like that's all disappeared. He's just purely evil in this one. I don't know. It just feels mean.
Yeah, this one's about
uncalled for.
This one's about an extra 15 minutes longer than the first one.
Yeah,
and I think you feel it.
I was definitely looking at my watch.
Mate, you could have not got up any quicker at the end. We have no idea what happens in these credits if there's any teaser, because you were up and fucking gone. I was like, okay, we're leaving. We're going.
Yeah, the second the lights turned on, I was out.
I think in this movie, I was like you though. I was making noises like tuts, and it didn't quite make me as angry. You were
you were talking to yourself, definitely, and not in the way when you're scared. When you're scared in a movie, you talk to yourself, but also like when you're hating a movie, you talk to yourself as well.
Because I think I did the same thing during Halloween Kills, and I don't think it's as bad as for me as Halloween Kills, because that really did upset me. But I don't think this is far off it. If I was to watch these films again, I wouldn't watch this one.
No,
I don't want a black phone free. The way they're going to try
we'll probably drag
it out. Oh my God.
There will probably be a Black Phone 3 because this has made money.
Film.
It was number 1 at the box office.
Shall we go there now then?
Getting ready to step into your career era? Set yourself apart with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Hone your skills with apps like Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and more, powered with the latest in creative AI. Students save over 55% so you can build a portfolio you're proud of. Launch your future with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Visit adobe.com/students to learn more.
You don't technically need this car. You say that out loud to yourself. You say, I have no space. You say, I'm just looking. Then you click. Then you zoom in on photo number 87 and whisper, oh no. Then you text a friend, the one who always enables you. You say to yourself, this is the last one, knowing it is not. You don't need this car. But maybe, just maybe, this car needs you. Bring a trailer. It's never just a car.
Okay, it has a budget of 30 million, so they've upped to that.
A lot more than the first one.
Yep.
I suppose like locations a lot more, isn't it? The first one's in a room in a basement for most of it, whereas this one is like in the snow
that first
on a
one
lake.
felt so much more contained than this one.
Yeah.
Right, and this has been out, 2-3 weeks now, would we say?
Yeah, it must be at least. 'Cause we were going to watch it 2 weeks ago, weren't we?
Yeah, and then the cinema wasn't empty. The posh seats were all taken by annoying people. Apart from one guy who did tell another guy to turn his light off and shut the fuck up, which I appreciated. So it's been out for a few weeks now, around the Halloween-y period, I guess. They've released it at the right time. So far, it's made $105 million.
So it's decent.
It's good, but it's not as good as the first one. 3 times its budget. So I think they might be happy with it. Yes. And I know, well, obviously the studios are going to try and go again. I just want to see if there's any bit of the future. Hawke, Hill, Cargill and Derrickson have expressed interest in a third film.
Okay.
So, good.
Great.
Good.
Probably
Exciting.
a prequel, I should imagine.
That might be better. Well, no, we've already kind of had the prequel, because the prequel is slightly in this film when you find out he was they called him Wild Bill, and he was a janitor at this bloody kids Christian camp.
God,
the way they put them all together is physically annoying to me. It still makes me angry thinking about it. It's
really annoying. And the Phil and Gwen's dad turns up as well.
Oh, he's
now a fully reformed character, no longer an alcoholic, no longer beating his kids. He's still looks like Jeremy Davis, who plays him, has got a look, right?
Oh yeah,
like he's a very intense. His eyes are very close together and very starey.
I know him most from Saving Private Ryan as
he's like the young guy in Saving Private Ryan, right? Like,
the not brave one, I would say. He's fine in this film. When he turns up again at the end,
he's in Twister as well, isn't he?
Yes, he turns up at the end of this film. You think, what are you doing here, Dad? Because we don't need this, and yet we carried on down this pipe like Mum didn't really. Oh God, stop. Just stop. Rotten Tomatoes, should we do the first two?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. What do you think the first one get? 272 reviews.
I imagine the first one did pretty well. It was pretty well reviewed. I imagine it's certainly going to get a 3 out of 5. So I imagine it's quite high up on Rotten Tomatoes. I'd probably put it in maybe even high 70s into the 80s, I think. So I'd say probably I'm going to go with 82.
81.
I was close.
All you're thinking was sound. Really sounds there. I was rooting for you. The popcorn meter. Did the audience like it or less?
The audience probably liked it way more. I would say the audience are going to put it high 80s into the 90s. So I'm going to keep it in the 80s and say 89.
You're going to kick yourself again. 88.
Really?
Yeah.
One out on both.
One out on both.
Wild.
You're getting better every time we do one. You get close. I think you're starting to really understand the minds of a critic and the audience.
But now I'll get the next one hideously wrong, probably.
Yeah, it's taken 5 years to get to this point. So now we get to Black Phone 2. 172 critic reviews.
Now, I think this is going to be different. I think the critics are not going to like it, but I think a lot of the audience are going to like it. I think there'll be a drop critically to about 66.
72%.
Okay.
Critics.
Not quite as much of a drop as I thought then.
Someone's put, it's too much Nightmare on Elm Street and not enough Nightmare on Elm Street, with some scenes shamelessly cribbing from Wes Craven's classic and others too afraid to just rip it off entirely.
Yeah, that's a really good review, actually. I completely agree with that.
This is a positive. It has good performances, fills in the cracks in the first film backstory, and has a great wintry look. At least tries to be serious about spirituality and delivers a value for money variety of shivers, shocks, and scares.
Yeah, it's all a bit God and hell and devil stuff for me. I know that's what sells in America. It's like that religious crap, but that was all that stuff was a bit much for me.
Me too. Anyone watching this sequel without seeing the first film would be likely lost. Not because the story is complex, but because it's poorly told. Mm-hmm. I'm not quite sure about that. If I watched this without watching the first one, I would just assume that in the first one, the grabber had mystical powers again.
Yeah.
I would just go along with it. I would be shocked to watch this and then go back and be
Do
like,
you know what I
the
did
fuck?
like about this one?
Oh, please.
Gwen. I like Gwen and
she
her
was
brilliant swearing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
her potty mouth. I'm here for that. I love that. I'm very happy with that.
I think the people in this film did a good job. I just think it's the storytelling.
Her takedowns of people, love it.
Great. Okay, here's a positive. The sequel is a shout out to horror movies of the past, which is it does.
I mean, yes, you could say shout out, but some may say rip off.
Yeah, unoriginal. But the frozen wastes of Colorado serve as the backdrop for a fresh bunch of chills from Grabber, who refuses to stay dead.
Is it fresh? Okay.
Black Phone 2 isn't the year's worst horror film. It falls squarely in the middle, mostly because of the residual attachment to these characters from the first movie and the extremely effective snowed-in camp setting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst horror film I've ever seen. You know, it's not good.
Yeah. I was thinking when I was watching it, it's like, I didn't enjoy the ride, but I enjoyed, like, Evil Dead Rise, the ride of that film, a lot more. And I mean, I'm never going to see it again, but I enjoyed watching that experience much better. This one, I'm like, I can. I think,
I mean, there's not much that saves this one for me, but I think the performances of the actors potentially are what are the saving grace of this movie, if there is one.
And what do you think the audience say?
I think we're probably in the minority, and the audience has quite liked it. I'm going to say it's a drop-off from the first one, but I still think it will be in the high 70s, low 80s. So I think 79.
Oh, 84 currently.
Okay. A little bit higher than I thought, but not much.
2 out of 5 stars. Should have stuck with the theme of mysterious phone call into nowhere, not the afterlife crossing over. Audio and visual effects aside, this movie didn't ring home.
Yeah. The sound's good. The sound effects are good.
I don't think it's a badly made film. I think it's good in that
I
kind
sort of
way.
quite like the idea of the grainy footage of when Gwen's in a dream.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like that's quite a good device for kind of showing when she's in a dream.
And not in a dream. And when she was in a dream again. Because once most of the things when she's in a dream again.
Yeah.
1 star. This movie was not good. The plot was not good. It wasn't really scary or interesting.
I don't think it was scary. No, there was no points where...
Hey, I was fine.
Scared. Dave didn't jump. So it wasn't really scary. It was just grim.
Yep. I jumped in the first one. I was watching it in my lounge, and with my wife, she was watching Harry Potter on TV, and I was watching my iPad, and that made me jump. And then she laughed at me, so don't worry, people still laugh at me.
Good.
But the second one, no, I was fine. Here's a 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed this. Well filmed and well acted, entertaining, not too long like most films these days. Yes, it's Nightmares on Elm Street meets Stranger Things, but what's not to like about that?
Well, yeah, but it's bad Nightmare on Elm Street. It's like somebody's watched Nightmare on Elm Street and completely misunderstood what's good about it.
It's been done to death.
It is too long. Like, it's definitely too long.
5 stars. This is how you fight demons.
Right. Okay. I would suggest no.
5 stars. Absolutely everything I wanted it to be. I hope they make more.
I'm prepared to accept that this is everything that somebody's looking for in a movie. Yeah. But I'm also prepared to accept that, I know, people like sticking things up their own noses. So, you know, like, everyone's got weird shit, right?
I wonder where that was going to go, but okay. 5 stars. Better than the first.
That's objectively wrong, I'm afraid.
There's a lot of 5 stars reviews. Lots of people like it.
Yeah.
We were looking forward to this movie. We fully enjoyed it. And
there's lots of people with very low IQs, though, so, you know, that's fine.
It is tough. And it brings us to our bit of the question is our rating and ranking. So, Rich, what would you give it out of 7? Is it an unequal sequel, yes or no?
It is an unequal sequel.
And any final thoughts?
It's not as good as the first one. It is an unequal sequel. In terms of... what am I going to give it? What did we give Tron Ares? Because that was rubbish. And this is better than that.
Oh, well, I haven't really listened to Tron Ares yet, but you gave it like a 2. It was around then.
I would say this is better than Tron Ares, not as good as Megan 2.0. So I would probably give it a 2.5, maybe. Yeah, a 2.5, I think.
At least Megan 2.0 is like fun and silly and it kind of knows what it is.
If someone said, I really want to watch Megan 2.0, I'd be like, fine, yeah, let's give it.
Yeah, I think I would
stick it on. If someone said, I really want to watch this, I'd be like, no, I don't want to watch that.
I'm okay, thank you. I'll go into another room and leave you guys alone to watch this trash 4. So you said 2.5?
I think 2.5, maybe 2, actually.
I gave Happy Gilmore 2, and I hated Happy Gilmore, I think, more than this slightly. So I'm going to have to go 2.5. I can't give it anything above a 2.5, though.
No, I think I'm going to drop it and go 2, actually.
Okay. I think the first one's like a 4.5 kind of movie.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
It's a really strong, good film.
Not that high for me, but yeah, I'd say a 4. Probably.
Yeah, it felt original. I think the script's very tight. I think Ethan Hawke is really scary in that first film. And in this, we haven't even talked about Ethan Hawke. And in this film, he's just a parody.
He may as well not be Ethan Hawke.
He's like a comic book character a little bit. It's just... It didn't work. I mean, for some people, I'm sure it's going to work and people are going to enjoy it. Well, obviously, some people on Rotten Tomato absolutely fucking loved it. It's just not what I wanted from a sequel to that first one. I couldn't work out what they were going to do with it. And when it started to happen, I was like, this is not what I wanted to happen with this film. Like a guy coming back. I was hoping they kept the guy alive somehow and he's got released or something. I don't know, something like that. But it's a 2.5 for me. It's an unequal sequel because the first one is so much better.
Yeah, definitely.
And I really don't want to sit through another one unless someone picks up the mantle as the grabber because the imagery is really strong.
The imagery is strong. The mask is strong.
By the end of this film, when he's basically a skeleton or whatever, it's just I've seen it. I've been down this road so many times and I've got off the train. Leave me alone. I'm done.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We've watched quite a few bad ones recently, haven't we?
Nothing that's really taken off, apart from the bad guys too. We both enjoyed The Naked Gun as well.
Yeah, I mean, but if you look at the last, month or so, Old Guard 2, Tron Ares, Spinal Tap 2, The Conjuring Last Rites, I think probably the best thing we've seen, and that's not great.
No. No. I don't think it's been a classic year for sequel horrors. I can't say horrors in total because I haven't seen Weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah, but horror sequels. Been amazing.
Like I Know What You Did Last Summer wasn't very.
No, that's
good.
true.
Either.
Final Destination Bloodlines was good.
Final Destination Bloodline is going to be up there at the end of the year as one of my favourite.
Yeah, me too.
It was just good and fun, and I enjoyed it and mental. And then
I agree.
We'll get to this. So it's not a recommendation from us, guys. Sorry about that. But if you have seen Black Phone 2 and you want to comment, good or bad, we will listen to those comments.
Of course we will. Get on our social medias and let us know. We're on all of them at Unequal Sequel and all the social medias. We don't not that one, not the X one. We're not on that. That's our X. But yeah, let us know, get on social medias. Let us know what you thought of Black Phone 2. You can email us unequalsequel@hotmail.com, or you can leave us a comment on Spotify or on YouTube, and we will read them all out in our end of month roundup, which always comes quicker than you think. It's always fast. It's only a 4-weeker this month, isn't it? So that end of month roundup's going to be coming pretty soon. We are halfway through season 9, so please make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the auto-download button so we can drop into your pod player of choice every single week with those interview episodes. We are really enjoying this season. It has been one of the best. We always say that, but you got mine and Dave's Best, Worst and Dream sequels. That was a good episode, right? A bumper one because it's really long. And do you know what was extra about that? The bits over on Another Slice, the sequel sessions for that are mammoth. So get yourself over to anotherslice.com/unequal sequel, and for just $2.99 a month, you can listen to our sequel session, and you get Disenfranchised, and you get Box Set Mentality. We're really spoiling you over there. For $2.99 a month, it's pretty much a bargain. So let's see you over there. Join the crew. We'll also be sorting out some merch after Christmas. And yeah, good stuff. Good stuff all round. We do want to hear from you. We do want to know. Please do drop us a rating. Give us a 5 stars on Apple Podcasts especially. It really helps people to find the pod, which is what we need. Well, yeah, good stuff.
Good job. Can I just say thank you to everyone that's listened to our 100th episode? Because being me, I thought no one would want to hear what mine and Rich's sequel choices are, and it turns out lots of people do want to know what our choices are, so that's very flattering, so thank you very much. I'm not so much of a loser than I think. That means a lot to me. So thank you very much.
You know, a little bit less.
Yeah, still losers. I've got nothing else to say, so it's a goodbye from me, bye-bye, and it's a goodbye from him.
Bye!
See you on the next one, sequel to this one. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
Have we got any more horror ones we've got to watch this year? Or are we done
know, I think we might be done.
Good.
I think we're now starting to they're trying to ramp up into the big popcorn ones.
We're heading to Avatar now, aren't we?
All roads lead to Avatar. So and Wicked. I don't know if you know Wicked for Good's coming out, Rich.
Wicked, I haven't seen 400 fucking trailers for that, so... Yeah.
I can't wait until I have to not watch another trailer for that film. But yeah, we've got some more popcorny films to come up.
The way it's going, there'll be a trailer for that before the showing of that film.
Oh, well, they've already incorporated in that please don't use your phone.
Oh, yeah, they have, haven't they?
Anyway, that is a few weeks away. But first, Predator, I believe. So it's exciting.